Oh wow, so late. 30 minutes late. I don't care. Oops. Are we still live? I just clicked the wrong button. I think we are. I think so. Apparently we're live. I thought I finished it, but we're here. We're here. So how's the sound? Europe's alive and well. It's morning in Europe. That's good. I really don't want to do this one, so let's pick a really high number for when I start. Then if we don't achieve it, I don't need to do this. The line is back. Keijo, Henkka, miksi sä oot hereillä näin aikaisin? Eiks nyt on lauantai? Nyt on lauantai. Jatkaa hereillä joskus 7:30. Anyway, what's going on here? What's the number? Let's pick a high number now. I kind of don't want to do this. Man, there are people awake at 6 a.m. on a Saturday to watch this. 100. There we go. Okay. 100 people. So if you don't share this, and if you don't tell a friend, and if you don't get people to join this, if we don't get 100 viewers, I'm not going to do it today. I'm serious. This might be a good one. It might be a good one. So it's all up to you. We've got 35 right now. It's a bad time. East Coast going to bed. Europe still in bed. So it looks like I'm not gonna need to do this. That's actually good. Because this is one I needed to prepare for. I haven't really prepared very well. So, yeah, Gary, that's the right attitude. Just gonna leave. Just gonna leave. It's just a spam Captain Club race. You know, get the word out. Get people online. So, what I'm going to be doing today, other than wrenching on Degani's car, is I'm going to answer some questions that I get. I always have people ask me. These are like, there are three things really. So one thing people always ask is, how can I get sponsored? How can I get sponsored? If only I could get sponsored, then I could do better. I could be a champion. I just need to get sponsored. That's one thing. So I'm gonna kind of address this in this Facebook Live. Then another thing is, people often send me messages on Facebook or email, and they say, JQ, you're so lucky. Like, you're living the dream. Wow, it's crazy. You're so lucky. I wish I could do what you do. Well, I'm going to address something for those people too. The people who think I'm just lucky and that I'm living my dream and that they wish they could do what I do. And then there's the kind of last group of people who kind of nudged me in this direction to where I decided to do this was, I've got a number of emails and Facebook messages where people say that they really appreciate what I've done, they like my story, and I've inspired them to do something. So they say, oh, I heard about your story, I checked it out, and it inspired me to do whatever they wanted to do. So I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna come up with a list of things that I've learned over the years and share it with you. So that's it. All these people who want to get sponsored, who think that if only they could get sponsored, then they could achieve a championship or whatever. It's for them. It's for the people who think I'm lucky and who wish they could do what I do. and it's for the people that I've somehow managed to inspire. That's what this Facebook Live is going to be about, or who it's for. So we've got 42 people now. It's not looking good. I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy right now. I'm still gay. Who was that? Was that Tim Lime? Tim Lime is in the house. Oh, I guess I'm still gay then. Dude, the viewers are going down. It's looking so good right now. Do you take all of Keenan's fat but short wiener? What? Oh, we have a fake Mike Hill. What was his name before? This is my #1 hater online. What was it? Now he changed his name to Mike Hill. Was it like Chris Robinson or something like that? Would Camden be a qualified JQ driver? I don't know. I haven't seen him drive for a long time. 47. That's good. I mean, we need 100, so we're halfway there. Probably gonna get banned from all the groups I shared your video in. What groups would that be? Like Captain Club Race, Fan Club, Mugen USA. Where did you share it? $47, not looking good. I actually have to write some notes for this one. This is going to be a challenging Facebook Live. Okay. It's really going to be a challenging Facebook Live, this. But we only have 45. Don't be a snowflake. Numbers don't matter. Speak your mind, sunshine. Buck Bailey. You don't understand, Buck. I don't really want to do this. So I found an excuse. What frames are you wearing? My glasses? Super dry. Oh, there we go. Super dry. Bendo, it's called. Super dry bendo. I really wish these trolls would reveal themselves. Yeah, I almost feel like it would be more fun if we knew who it was. I feel like trolling is more fun when you don't do it anonymously. Kind of like I like to do it. I troll people with my name. 52, that's all you have? Is this the best we can do? What the hell is going on? I can't get the hex on. Bigani, I can't get the hex on your car. Is that a problem? When in doubt, grab your grandfather's pliers and smash it. Okay, Bigani, I got your hex pin in. There's something wrong with it. Fuck's sake. So one guy said he would punch you in the face on the tone last night. What's on the tone? Is that some sort of show? Okay, we got this. One thing you need to learn is that 63. Keep on sharing, people. We need 100, otherwise I'm not doing it. One thing you people need to learn is that I do have a lot of haters, but they're all pussies. They're not going to do anything. They don't even say hello at the races. So, it is what it is. I want to buy JQ a beer and shoot the shit with him. I think he would be the highlight of the race weekend for me. Will Smith? Fuck! Will Smith wants to meet me. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'm pretty happy about that. $65. Why do you need 100? Because I figured I wouldn't get 100 and then I wouldn't need to do this. It's Friday night. I could have some beers and just chill. Not have to worry about doing a Facebook Live and thinking really hard and trying to make sense. Will he doesn't talk to snowflakes and guys that paint their windows. Oh, that was for Will. Is that Will Smith? Is Will Smith a snowflake who paints his windows and shortens his solo leads? Organizes his pit area? Sharpies his transponder black? Uses a plastic pinion? Fuck, we're gonna have issues if that's the case. I can't share. Some people here are asleep. What do you mean you can't share? Of course you can share. It's Friday night and you don't have a date. For fuck's sake. Have you seen my fucking face? And if that's not enough, I'm trying to fucking make this company work. So I need to fucking focus on that. This is Degani's car I'm working on here with my grandfather's pliers. I don't know what happened, but we have a seriously stuck hex. Got some issues. 74 people. Man, you people really want me to do this, don't you? You could get trannies all day. Anthony, hook me up. At this point, desperate times call for desperate measures. Yeah, Josh has a good point. It's Friday night and we're watching this, he says. You are watching me about to unleash the rant of the decade. You could have a date. Anthony, tomorrow I am going to San Diego for the Supercross to witness Ken Roczen's first win of the season. And 250, I think, you know what? That's also going to be a first win. I actually think, what's his name? Justin Hill. He's born again. He'll get a decent start and he'll win in San Diego. So Ken Roczen, Justin Hill, first wins of the season, and I'm going to be there. That's my plan. You don't have TV? I actually don't have a TV. I do not own a TV, not in America and not in Finland. I need 100 to watch. 73. Can you just fucking share this video? Tell your mom, like, open it in many devices. I don't know how that works. Dennis Wilson is retarded. Ken will never win again. He just got second. He lost the lead on the last lap and finished second a week ago. And you say he's never going to win again. Wow. That's ridiculous. Of course he's going to win. Of course he's going to win. But what was that about Tebow? but T-Bar is going to. Is T-Bar gonna win Nitro Challenge? Anthony, is T-Bar going to win Nitro Challenge? He's been practicing at Revelation. They said he wouldn't ride again. Well, we all knew he was going to ride again. He's racing at Thunder. Yeah, I know. Tomorrow. And then practicing after. Actually, he's here really early. There's still one more whole week before Nitro Challenge. That's pretty impressive. T-Bar says, God bless your soul. I know. Contrary to popular belief, me and T-Bar are actually buddies. True story. 77, you're so close. You are really close to me having to do this Facebook Live. Really, people. Even Jeremy Courts is joining in the fun. 81, oh my God. This definitely is looking bad right now. 100 people and I'll do my Facebook Live. If you don't achieve 100 people, this will be a waste of everyone's time. Asahi beer. Kanpai. Clickbait. It's not clickbait. Oh, shit. It's not clickbait if you actually got the right amount of people here. 77 is going down. Oh my God, what's Court saying? And you're still not welcome at my house. Courts is such a beast. Can I get a JQ Threads hat? Yes, you can. You just pay me and I give you one. That's how it works. Please bend the bill of your hat. It's driving me nuts. I'm gonna bend the bill of my hat because it's driving this guy nuts. Is that good? Bent. Why no mud guards for the car? What are you talking about? What, on the arms? That makes no difference. It's just extra weight. JQ has worse teeth than Courts. I do. My parents didn't give a shit. They didn't give me braces when I was a kid. My lady said, you're welcome to come to the house, but I told her, hell to the no. What? You mean hell no? Jeremy, you're so intelligent. I like your lady more than you now. She sounds like a nice woman. I don't know what she's doing with you. Obviously something went badly wrong there. I already wished Jeremy a happy birthday. Happy 45th birthday or whatever it is. 89? Oh my God. I'm gonna have to bust out the Dremel and hope that people leave. By the way, this is the first week I've been wrenching in my room. Like, I've been really good about this. Like my room in the house has been super clean, no RC stuff. But now shit is hitting the fan. So much work, so much wrenching. It's just so much to do. So I'm forced to actually work on my stuff and Degani's stuff because he's lazy and I have to build his car. in my room. Oh my God, we have 97 people. Oh fuck. Oh shit. One fuck's sake. I honestly didn't listen. It's nighttime. I timed this shit. It's nighttime in Europe. It's 7:45 in the morning on a Saturday morning in Finland. So in the rest of mainland Europe, basically, it's 7:45 in the morning. So they're asleep. East Coast is past midnight, right? So I was like, there's no way there's gonna be 100 people. No way. I was wrong. Okay. So I'm gonna have to begin. I promised you. So this Facebook Live is gonna be about how to be better. And like I said, the reason for this is that I had people send me messages on Facebook, email me, meet me at the races, and they say, "Oh, Jakey, you're so lucky. I wish I could do what you do." And I just want to address that, because it's not luck, and you can do what I do. Also, I have people who message me and they want to be sponsored. How can I get sponsored? How can I get on the team? How can I do this? Like, if only I was sponsored, then I could become national champion or world champion or this or that. I'm just like, you just don't get it, do you? So, if you're one of those people, you need to watch this. And then lastly, I have people who message me and say, "Oh, I've watched all your Facebook Lives, I've read your blog, and I read your story, and it inspired me to do this." And then they tell me their story, what they did. And I figured that's pretty good. Like, if I can do a Facebook Live and I can inspire someone to do something, I think I should do it. So there's a way for me to basically reply to all these questions and address all of these people by telling you a few things that I've learned over the years. And I mean, this applies to racing, like RC racing or business or just life in general. And I think it's best for me to do it now because, in my view, I'm not really successful yet. Yes, I have the car. Yes, I've been doing this for many years, but I'm not really successful. Like, I haven't made it. So if I share this information with you now, I feel like it's more credible because it's how I'm doing it and how I'm trying to achieve success. And then if I do, then you'll know, like, that was how I really did it. If I was now super successful and I had money and I would tell you how to do it, you'd be like, well, it's easy. Like, hindsight is 20/20, right? So this way, when I do it now, I feel like it's more credible. This is how I approach my work and how I'm trying to make JQ Racing one of the big brands. So in the future, we can look back at this Facebook Live and we can see that if I was right. So yeah, I have a list. It's 9 things. It's not 10. It's 9. I mean, I should have probably thought of one more just to make it 10, because there are 10 commandments and 10 this and 10 that, but that's just not the way I work. You know, there were 9 things, so it's a list of 9 things. Okay. I can't believe we got 100 people. That actually pisses me off, because now I have to do this. So, hard work and determination, someone says. So I'm gonna have to try really hard and focus on my message here, because I mean, I haven't really prepared very well for this. I mean, I know what I want to say. I I know the subject, but it's just that I don't really know how it's going to come out. So I might not be reading all your messages here, but I'll do my best. And you know what? The spec cues, this is a spec cue I'm working on here. They sure as hell used Loctite because nothing is fucking coming off. So yeah, don't worry about things falling off your spec cue. I can't even get the shit off. So okay, let's start. Get to the point. Good point. Enjoy the journey. Step 1. You need to enjoy the journey. And when I go through these points, I'm gonna first explain them to you just on a theoretical level, and then I'm gonna explain how they apply to my life. And I'm gonna explain with my life, not because I want you to think that, oh, Jake, you're such a genius or this or that. I just want to explain them with my life so you truly understand what I mean. And I only know what I've done myself, so that's the best reference point I have. That's the best way I can explain to you these points. So the first point, as I said, enjoy the journey. And this is for me the most important thing, because there's a difference between happiness and joy. To be happy, it's a reaction to an outcome. So let's say you win a race and you're happy. I used to think like, if I can make my own car, if only I could make my own car, if I had my own car, then I'd be happy. And then I used to, if only I could win this race, then I would be happy. So there's always this thing like, you have to achieve something and then you'll be happy. And I think it's really a mental thing. Like, you have to understand this. You can't sustain that kind of happiness because you can't always win. You can't always get your way. So what you need to do is you need to figure out a way where you can enjoy your average day. So when you wake up, you're happy because of whatever you're going to do. So that means you need to figure out what you want to do, what you enjoy, and then you need to do that. So I figured out I really like RC racing, so I'm going to try and make RC racing my job, and I did that. So then I was in a situation where when I wake up, when I work, I'm working on something I enjoy. So my average day, even if nothing super special happens, it's still fun because I'm doing what I enjoy. Far too many people, they settle for something they don't like. So on a Monday morning, they think, oh shit, it's Monday, I have to go to work. I fucking hate my job and I hate my boss and all this shit. And that's just not the way to live your life, I think. So I think you need to figure out what you enjoy doing, and you need to figure out a way where that can be your life, where that can be your job. And there's always a way to make whatever you enjoy your job. So if you enjoy writing, then if you enjoy writing, for example, why aren't you a journalist then? They write. They get to travel, they tell stories, they write. You know, why are you working in a warehouse or an office or as a secretary if you enjoy writing? You know, just figure out what you like and then pursue that. That's really important, I think, and far too few people do that. I hate my boss, says Keenan Light. That's fine. Let's drink to that. Cheers. So what I'm trying to say is, you shouldn't like I used to be. You shouldn't just be average or maybe even a bit sad or like, fuck this fucking life, and then do happy things to be happy. So you go to a race, you go out drinking on the weekends, or you do happy things, you do things that make you happy for a moment, then you're happy, and then you're back to normal again. And your normal isn't something that you enjoy. So this is something that you have to do in your head. It won't happen. You have to think about it, and you have to figure out what makes you happy, what do you enjoy, and that's what you should try and do. Was calling me. So basically, you need to be happy regardless of the outcome of what you're doing. And this is the biggest change that has happened in my life over the past couple of years, because I was actually doing something I enjoyed. So I used to think that, okay, I really need to make my own car. If I make my own car and I can race my own car all around the world, I'll be happy. Now, I achieved that. And what happened? I wasn't happy, because my goal was to have the best car, to win races, to be financially successful. All these things were my goals, and I wasn't achieving them. Yes, I had my own car. The happiness lasted for a while, but then after that, I was just frustrated and pissed off, and I was angry because I wasn't winning with my own car. I wasn't a European champion or world champion, or I won some smaller stuff, but no big races. I wasn't making money, and the car wasn't the best car on the market. So I was failing on all these goals I set for myself. So even though I was doing something I enjoyed, I still wasn't happy because the outcome wasn't what I wanted. So the way I solved this was actually, I had to sit down and figure out for myself where I was going wrong. And the truth is that I was going wrong because I was focusing on the outcomes and not on the journey. So, enjoy the journey. Calling me. Enjoy the journey means that you need to figure out a way where your average day in your life is enjoyable. That's what I did. I figured, look, I'm traveling all around the world. I'm meeting people all around the world. I'm racing my own radio-controlled car. That's my job. That's pretty fucking awesome. So I need to enjoy this, I was thinking. And when I made this decision, just in my mind, to enjoy what I was doing, regardless of the outcome, regardless of if I win the World Championship or European Championship, or someone else wins the World Championship with my car, or regardless of how much money I make, what I'm doing right now. So I don't know, someone's trying to call me all the time. I'm just ending it, so they're messing with my live stream here. So yeah, so anyway, to conclude, instead of focusing on the outcomes, because outcomes only make you happy for a short time, you should focus on the journey. Enjoy every day. Enjoy what it's like a bonus. And that's what I changed in my life here over like maybe about 2 years ago, and it's made a huge difference. And I think yeah, exactly. Stop bringing JQ. You're causing disruptions to the feed. I'm gonna have to pick up the next time. You're really pissing me off. Let's see if he calls again. No? I think we're good. Hashtag JQ takeover. No, not calling. Anyway, so focus on the journey. Enjoy your journey and make that the reward. So then whatever you achieve is like a bonus. You already had fun all that time. Every day of your life you're having fun, you're doing what you enjoy. And then if you achieve your goal, it's the cherry on top. Like, wow, that's cool. I enjoyed the whole journey. I made it, and then you just move on, you continue. I feel like most people only realize this like when they get sick, or they're in an accident, or they're super old and they're about to die, and then they look back on their life, or they realize like what's really important. They're like, oh fuck, I fucked it all up. So the sooner people can realize this, the better, I think. So it's all about the journey. Number one, enjoy the journey. That's what matters. Okay, let's move on. Let's hope we don't have disruptions. I'm going to try and focus, and let's keep moving. Choices and decisions. I wrote choices and decisions because I feel like they're two different things. So every day we make choices. We have to choose between different things. We choose something over something else. We can't have everything, so we make a choice. It's either conscious or subconscious, but it's a choice anyway. And a decision is something different, because you might choose to do something. You might, let's put it this way. You might choose to race RC cars. You might choose to go and practice. But you're never going to be a world champion if you didn't decide to try and be a world champion. So do you understand the difference? Like, you chose to race RC cars, you chose to practice, you chose to try and be good, but you didn't decide to be a world champion. There's a difference there. And I feel like you need to realize that everything you do in life is your choice, and everything you manage to achieve is thanks to your decisions, right? So there's really no excuses. People always say, oh, if only I had time, can I get sponsored? Then I would have the money to practice more and become a... No, it doesn't work that way. Time is always, every single time, time is an excuse. You can make time for whatever you want. For example, in my life, I'd like to ride my motocross bike, my dirt bike, more. I love motocross. I want to ride motocross every day. I can't. You know why? Because I choose not to, because the other things I want to achieve are more important than motocross. So it's just a question of priority. Motocross isn't that high on my list of priorities, so I don't ride my dirt bike every day. I'd like to learn to play the guitar, but I don't, because I don't have time right now. So time is a bad excuse. Money, most of the time, it's also an excuse. I don't have money. I want to get sponsored, and then I could go to more races, and I could... No. For racing RC cars, money is, every single time, money is an excuse. If you say, I want to buy this NHL hockey team and be the general manager, and I want to own it. Okay, yeah, sorry, you can't do it if you don't have a shit ton of money. Then money is a good excuse. Like, you're not doing, but we're talking about RC cars. Anyone can do this. If you're watching this on Facebook Live, you can race RC cars, right? So time and money are just excuses. The things you achieve or don't achieve are thanks or because of your choices and your decisions. So if we look at my life, for example, one thing that people like to make fun of me about is like, oh, JQ, you live in your parents' basement, oh, fuck, like, you're single, this and that. Like, oh, even Cavalieri posted on my Facebook, Hooters are giving out free wings for single people, right? That's because I made those kind of choices in my life. I knew what I wanted to do, so I made some sacrifices. I decided, okay, if I want to do this, then it doesn't make sense for me to have an apartment, because I'm not going to be there. I travel all the year. Like, I spend 4 months in America, 3 months in Europe, 3 months in Asia. What does that leave? That leaves 2 months in Finland. Well, why the hell would I have an apartment then? It doesn't make sense. So I don't have one. I did have a girlfriend for 8 years, but we broke up. We broke up because I figured, okay, I could continue this, I could have a relationship, or I could go 100% into what I'm doing and chase my goals. I can't do both. I could see that, so I broke up. So the things I've done, I've decided, I've made my choices, I've decided what to do to try and achieve my goals. And this is what these people don't understand. They're like hating on me like I failed this or that. No, I chose to do that. And this is what I feel some people need to understand. If you really want to do something, then you have to make these hard choices. You have to decide that I want this so bad that I am going to sacrifice this other thing to get it. So you don't email me or Facebook message me and say, oh, can you give me a free car or do this or do that? So then I can. No, you're doing it wrong. You have to do that. You have to decide that this is what I want to do. And you work hard, and then you'll achieve it. And then I will see that you're working hard, and then I will give you the free car, and I will start paying for your travel, and I will give you free stuff. And that's how you do it, not the other way. Who needs a girlfriend when you have a buggy? Exactly. Nitro buggy though, no e-buggies. Yeah. Another sacrifice. Let's put it this way. I pay myself $1,000 a month. Yes, I pay myself $1,000 a month. I live on $1,000 a month. Why? Because all the money that comes in, it goes into the company. Because I want to make this great. It's a sacrifice. How many of you would want to live on $1,000 a month? Yes, my company pays for all the gas and the phone and this, but it's still not a lot of money. It's not like I'm rolling in money and buying everything I want. You know, I don't think too many of you watching would want to do that. Or like the last few weeks, I've been waking up 8:30. I check all my Facebook messages, reply to all of them. WhatsApp messages, reply to them. Emails, reply to them. Then I head to the track. Then I'm at the track until like 6 or 7. Then I get back home. I'll be home by, let's say like 7:30, 8:30. Then I work. I reply again to all my messages. I work at whatever needs to be done until say 2:30. Then I go to bed and then I repeat. And it just keeps going. That's a choice. I decided I want to do that. Do you understand? Choices and decisions. That's the hard part. I admit, you truly work hard, but you're still a bitch. Love you, says Quartz. Thank you, Quartz. That means a lot. Number 3. You fucking get the point. Attitude is everything. Okay. I was supposed to work on a car here while doing this, but this is too serious. I think you're bold and I respect you for that. Do what you gotta do. Hashtag JQ Takeover. We're gonna take over that hashtag. So attitude is everything. That's number 3. There are some sayings that kind of encapsulate this well. One is, the problem isn't the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Something like that it was. I feel like that's really good because there's always going to be issues. There's always going to be problems. Some people have the right attitude and they see it, they solve it, they move on. Other people, they see the problem and they just freeze. They're like, oh my God, the world is coming to an end. And they make a huge deal of this problem. Okay? Don't do that. There's always problems in everyone's lives. Just fucking deal with it. It's often a case like another saying. Those who think they can and those who think they can't are usually right. Something like that was the saying. Well, that's true. Your attitude. I can do this. Wow, you did it. I can't do this. Wow, you failed. Like your attitude decides if you're going to be successful or if you're going to fail. It really does. Look for the solutions. Don't get stuck on the problem. Exactly. So I feel like attitude really steers your life. Up or down, it depends on your attitude. It's like another saying, a third saying for this segment. You can't control the wind, but you can set your sails. Do you understand? Am I getting through to you? It's in your head. There's all these outside circumstances and environments and things happening, but at the end of the day, it's you who decide the path of your life, the course of your life. So you just have to make the most of what you have. In RC racing, drivers often think, oh, if only I had that car, then I'd do better. Like, I have this shitty car and it's not working for me, so I need to switch to another car. No, you have this car, just make the most of what you have. In every situation, make the most of what you have, and you'll be successful. And don't worry about other people and what other people have. Worry about what you have. Yeah. So attitude is everything. Okay, let's keep moving. 4. Self-awareness. Okay? This one's important. This one, especially for all you Americans, this one's important. You have to really know who you are, I feel. You have to know your limits. You have to know what you're good at. You have to know what you're not good at. You have to know how good you can be. You have to know this, otherwise you don't know what to work on. If you think that you're going to be the next Ryan Mayfield, you have to be self-aware enough to understand and know if that's possible. Because we can't all be Ryan Mayfield. I can't be Ryan Mayfield. It's never going to happen. Not in a million years. I'm not good enough. I'm not talented enough. I didn't start racing at a young enough age. When I was 17, I could barely drive around the track. That was like the time I started. Cavalieri was a world champion. Okay? So, I was 17. I couldn't drive around the track. He was 17. He was a world champion. Right? And since then, we've just kept on racing the whole time. Now, how can I match that? Like, I can't. Mayfield, same thing. He became really good. He didn't win the Worlds, but he won pretty much everything else. Like, I can't be one of those drivers. It's just not going to happen. But maybe I can win one race. One race, one day, everything will be perfect. Maybe I can do that. So you kind of have to be self-aware. You have to know what you're good at, what you're not good at, what you need to work on. You should focus on your strengths and be super, super good at those things. Because that's where your talent lies. And I think if you're not self-aware, then you might find yourself in a situation where you are terrible at something, like American Idol. Someone goes to American Idol and they think they're in new Whitney Houston or whatever, and they're terrible, they suck. And the judges say, you suck. You're not going to get through. And they say, no, you suck, I'm great. Like, they have no sense of reality. What the fuck? Like, they are terrible and they don't understand, they don't know that they're terrible. I think if you want to be successful, you have to have a sense of reality. You have to know where you are. You have to know what you're good at. You have to know what you need to work on. You have to know what your limits are. You have to know this, otherwise you can't improve, because you aren't working on the right things to improve. You want to get sponsored? Have some self-awareness. My strength used to be racing when drunk. Yeah, and Adam, now you can't even have a beer. The day you win a national level race, the industry will not know what to do, and it will be awesome. Are you talking about me or who? Teach and share knowledge for free. This is a weird one, I admit. I didn't really know this when I started. I just felt like when I started JQ Racing, I just wrote guides. in general, just for 8-scale off-road, I shared all my setup information. Even these Facebook lives, not like, I'll share everything I learned. Do this, do that, drive like this, practice like that. I wrote a blog for over a year every single day, and I just shared what I learned. I shared knowledge. Sharing is caring, you know? I feel like if you just do this, one day it will come back. So you help people, and one day you pat someone's back, and one day they will pat your back. This is more of a thing like, if you want to be successful, then don't always do something and expect something in return. Like, I'm gonna do this for you, then you have to do that for me. Like, don't do that. I don't do that really. Like, I help a lot of people regardless of brand or whatever, and I don't really expect anything in return. Like, I just feel like one day it will work out. So, teach and share knowledge for free. I feel like it's work. I feel like JQ Racing is here in large part because of this attitude. Muskan and Anderson are no longer sharing and caring. That's a good point. I think there's gonna be some sparks before the end of the year. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. Number 5 is the greatest thing every racer should do, which was teach and share knowledge for free. Yes, I agree. But now we moved on to number 6. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. I think this is important in everything in life, really. You have to listen to other people. You have to learn continuously. You can't have the attitude like, oh, I'm the best, I know everything, because that's when you're going to start failing. This applies to racing, to business, to your life. You can learn from anyone. You can learn from a homeless person on the street if you listen. I read books. I listen to YouTube videos. I learn stuff. I learn so I can try and make my business more successful. And you can also learn stuff from other people. You can learn stuff from your friends. You can learn stuff and to become a better person. If you become a better person, you'll have more successful relationships in your life. If you run a business, then your business will be more successful. You know what? I'm going to have an aside. I'm going to share a personal story about something I learned about myself. Okay? Listen to Keenan sometimes. Do you wanna hear a story about something I learned about myself? If you do, I'll share it with you. Adam Lewis says I'm a good guy, so I'm gonna share this story with you. So, I have a friend called Greg Degani. Now, a lot of people think Degani is a complete asshole. And most people are kind of right, because this is the thing. Degani is a very good friend to his close friends and his family. So he will take care of his family and his close friends, and he's just an awesome friend. You know, my van, we made it into a hobby shop. We have all the pegs and the parts in there and this and that, and we needed to get it serviced and do this and do that, like all kinds of things like this. The guy is just like, hey, I'll hook you up, do this, do that. Like, he really has my back. Like, more than expected. He's done a great deal of things for me. Because I'm one of his friends. I'm one of his close friends in his group, so he cares about me and my happiness and my success. Even though he won't admit it, it's true. He takes care of his grandmother. He takes care of his wife, his dog, his family. Like, he's a very nice guy to the people close to him. The reason I'm telling you this is by realizing this, I noticed something about me. So what I noticed is I'm the opposite of THEQuagraine. The people close to me, it's almost like I don't give a shit about them. It's not that I don't give a shit about them, but I kind of act like I don't. So I don't have a close relationship with my family. I learned about my sister's baby on Facebook Live. I'm not even joking. My younger sister had a fucking baby. And I heard about it on Facebook Live. She commented that she had a baby, right? That's how I know. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my own family. My friends, like if my friends aren't in my life, like I meet them daily or interact with them, then I don't stay in touch. Like I don't talk, I don't message. It just doesn't happen. I always feel like people in my life, my friends, my family, like you don't need me, you don't need my help, you're good. But I'm not an asshole. I'm not a bad person. I do care about people. This kid, this fucking guy, I sent this guy to school. Why did I send him to school? Right now we're working on a project for JQ Threads. We're putting a roof on a school in Mozambique, which flew off in a storm. We're working on making a school free for 520 kids in this village in Mozambique. I don't know these fucking 520 kids, but I care about them enough to where I want to start this clothing brand and make education free for them. Yeah, go to school, you have your uniform and your stationery and you have a roof on your school building, and like I care about that. So I don't care enough about the people in my life, my family, my close friends, because I feel like you got this. You don't need me, okay? I care about people on fucking Mozambique. I've never met these kids. I met a few of them. I don't know them. Why do I care about them? Why do I want to send them to school? Why do I want to put the roof on that school, you know? So I realized I learned something. Never stop learning. I learned something about myself. I do care about people, but I'm too selective. I care about people I don't know. I care about people I see that need help. But I'm not a good friend. I'm not a good friend to the people close to me, because THEQuagraine is a good friend to me. And I see what an impact that can have on my life. And I realized I'm not doing that for my friends. So I learned. Okay? Never stop learning. This one's my favorite. Number 7's my favorite. Be honest, be yourself, fuck the haters. Oh man, have we struggled with this one. This one we've struggled with a lot. Let me read this again. Be honest, be yourself, fuck the haters. Honesty is key, I think, in everything in life. If you're honest in your relationships, then there are far fewer reasons for them to get messed up. If you're honest, I think you'll be happier as a person yourself. You don't have to lie and cover up for your lies, and just fucking be honest. So from the day one, I decided I'm gonna be honest. And if you're gonna be honest, then part of that is you have to be yourself. Now there are some things that are very important to me, and I'm gonna share them, and I'm gonna talk about them. And when you have opinions like that, when you say, you know what, I don't think that police in America should shoot to kill. I don't think that's right. I don't think the government should employ police officers who kill citizens. That's wrong. I believe this very strongly. I don't care if it's in Nigeria or in South Africa or America. It's wrong. So that's one thing I believe. So I'm being honest, I'm being myself, and that's my opinion. So when I share this opinion, there are people who hate. So then you have this situation where anytime you have an opinion, you divide people. So if you bend over to, kiss one person's feet, like, oh, I agree with you, I'm on your side, then you're showing your behind to someone else. Every time. It doesn't matter which way you bend over and greet someone, you're showing your ass to someone else. Like, opinions divide. Every time. Like, some people tell me, look, can you just not have an opinion? Like, you could sell so much more. No. That's not how it works. I want to be honest. I want to be me. I have opinions. I'm going to keep my opinions. I'm going to share my opinions. Some people will like that. They will agree with my opinions. Some people won't. Some people will disagree. Now, they can choose to support me regardless of that, or they can choose to hate me. I really don't care. That's the thing. This is like my point. I do not care. I'm not doing this and trying to please everyone. I'm doing this, yes, I want to make money, I want to be successful, but I believe I can do that while still staying true to myself and me. And I think everyone can do that. So, I don't know. That's just, I feel like you need to be honest, you need to be yourself, and you need to fuck the haters. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry what they think of you. Just be yourself. Oh shit, I just realized I added one here last minute to make it 9. I didn't write it down. The fake Mike Hill is asking, do you pay Keenan? Good question. I'm going to tell you about Keenan. Fuck. We had 9 things. Now you just made it 10. Now it's going to be 10. 8. Perseverance. It's not going to be easy. I added this one because a lot of the people who message me, they say they want something. Oh, if I could just be sponsored, I could be a champion and this and that, but I'm not sure they're willing to put in the work. See? To really achieve something, it takes work, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, like Colin Herzig said in that classic video back in the day. So, let's just take me as an example. Because I know the story of my life. And these people who say, oh, JQ, you're living the dream, I wish I could do what you do. You can, but like I mentioned before, you probably don't want to. Because you don't want to get paid $1,000 a month. You don't want to do this for 10 years and work almost pretty much every single day. You don't want to just survive and not really like make good money. You don't want to be homeless where you travel around the world and rent rooms from friends' houses or stay at friends' houses or live in your parents' basement. You don't want to do that, do you? But perseverance, that's really the key. Because okay, here we go. It's been 10 years that I've been doing this, and this is the 8th year of the company, I think. Or is it the 9th? 8th or 9th year of the company. And I'll announce it right now, Facebook Live. Next year is the year that we'll actually achieve one of my big goals. Next year, we are going to sign to JQ Racing, one of the top drivers in the world. That's the goal. We are going after Ryan Cavalieri, Ryan Mayfield, Jared Tebow, Ryan Lutz, Elliott Boots, David Ronnefalk, like that kind of name. One of those guys we are going to sign. That's a big, huge milestone in the JQ Racing story. Now, after the Worlds, most of these guys' contracts are up. And I think we'll be a serious contender there because the car is good. They can try the car for themselves. They're going to see it's good. We'll be able to pay competitive money. And we'll be honest. I mean, we want them to win as much as they want to win themselves, if not more. So we'll go to one of these elite drivers and hopefully we can sign one. If we can't get one of these drivers that I named, like the very best, Ongaro is another one. If we can't get one of them, then we'll wait. But next year is the year, the first year when we will seriously go after one of the top drivers in the world. And you know why that has happened? Because of perseverance. Because all these fucking years I've just kept on going. Never say die. Failure after failure, a few successes, this and that. Just make it happen. Finally, we're in a situation where we're about to take a big step forward. Also, JQ Threads, like I said, fuck. If we can send over 500 kids to school and they have a roof over their heads, I think that's fucking amazing. And I haven't even sold any t-shirts or hoodies yet. Can you imagine? If we can put a roof on a school in Mozambique for 500 kids and we haven't sold any shirts, can you imagine what we can do when we actually do launch the brand and start selling? So perseverance, it's not easy, but you just keep working. JQ Threads, you know, the first order I made, I lost all the money. I sent $5,000 for shirts. They just fucking stole the money. Done. I had samples, everything. We got the samples, everything was done. Like, place an order, $5,000, paid it. Boom. They just stole the money. Can you fucking believe that? They stole, then we didn't have money to do anything anymore. I'm like, oh, cool. It happens. Just keep at it. So 9. I didn't make a note for number 9. I'm gonna make a note right now. How much is a top RC driver contract worth? It depends. I mean, for 8 scale only, I would have to pay anywhere between like $1,000 to $2,500 a month, I would say. And in this economy, I think I could get one of those guys. But that's just salary. Then you have to have bonuses, you have to have all the travel, or obviously all the free equipment. So it works out to probably like $50,000 to $100,000 a year, like all in, everything. Okay, number 9. Let's get this done with. Fucking tired of this. So, don't be a fanboy. Be a champion. So, I spoke about this before when I did my 10 scale rant. There's a lot of fanboys out there. They're like, oh, Cavalieri runs this, so I'm gonna run this. And it's just like this completely wrong attitude. Who do you want to be? Like, do you want to be a fanboy of someone, or do you want to be the guy who has fanboys? You have to decide. You can't be both. I feel like that's really important. And it's purely attitude. It's confidence. You need self-confidence. Confidence is something actually that has to do a lot with racing. Let's talk about racing for a bit. Let's talk about racing. So I actually had a discussion about this with Thibaut. And it was after we'd practiced together. So we practiced after the World's warm-up. And also I think it was before DNC. And the World's warm-up, I was actually the same pace with Thibaut in practice. Same. Before DNC, I was faster than him. Mostly because I had been there for a day or two and he just got there like that was his first day. But still, like, I was pretty much matching Rivkin, and Cavalieri Mayfield was faster than all of us. And then we were all faster than Thibaut. So we had this discussion. And he was saying that, JQ, you can do it. Like, clearly you're fast enough in practice, but in racing you just don't have the confidence. Now, I would disagree a bit, because I feel like in the races, the elite guys, they have a limited amount to practice and they reach their level very quickly. I have a limited amount to practice and I can't reach my level. Like, I need more practice. So when I can practice a lot, yes, I can match the best guys. But at a race, there's not enough time to practice like that. Like, if we had a race at my home track, that would be interesting to see. Like, could I actually match them or not? So he was saying anyway, confidence. Like, you have to have confidence in what you're doing, and then the results will come. And there's something to that. If you're a fanboy and you just believe like, oh, these guys are better than me, I can't do that, and you look up to people and you don't see yourself at the same level, then you're not going to be at the same level. So you have to have the mentality of a champion as like, I can beat these guys. I'm the same as these guys. I'm better than these guys. I can beat these guys. But if you just look up to people always, like these people who send me messages like, oh, JQ, you're living the dream. I wish I could do what you do. They feel like they can't do it somehow. No, don't be a fanboy, be a champion. You can do what I do. You just have to decide that you want to do it. And look at all these other points we discussed already. You just have to make the right choices and decisions. You have to make some sacrifices. You have to work hard, and you can do what I did. I'm not exceptionally intelligent or talented or anything else. I'm just a fucking village idiot from Finland. I understood what I want to do. I made the right decisions, and here I am. There's nothing more to it. And that was the 9th one. But then we have the fake Mike Hill, who ironically saying, end this. This would be over now, but for you. You said, do I pay Keenan? So I decided that Keenan would be the 10th point. He would be the 10th commandment. I'm trying to think of a name for this one now. So Mike Hill asked me, do I pay Keenan? Oh shit, says Keenan. What's this? Oh, Keenan, what should we call this? What should we call this one? So, just as a reminder, so far we've had enjoy the journey, meaning don't do fun things to be happy and then be depressed between those fun things. Just enjoy the journey. Enjoy your average day. And you'll be fucking happy all the time. Regardless of the outcomes, you'll enjoy what you're doing. Choices and decisions. There's no excuses. Everything you do in your life is your choice. And if you want to achieve something, you have to make a decision. I'm gonna fucking make my own car, and no one's gonna tell me otherwise. That's a decision. And then you choose things, you make more decisions to get to your goal. Attitude is everything. The problem isn't the problem is your attitude about the problem. Everything can be solved. You, in your mind, make things a big problem or a small problem. Self-awareness. Understand who you are, what you're good at, what you're not good at, what you need to work on, who you can be. I cannot be Mayfield, unfortunately, but I can be me. Maybe I can win one race. I'll work really hard. I can have the best car. I can go to Neo Buggy one year. I can win Neo Buggy. I'll be happy. Teach and share knowledge for free. It's worked for me. That's why I put it in the setup guides. Everything I learned, I share. Help people, and one day they might help you. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. You can learn things from everyone. Just keep an open mind. Listen to people. Be honest, be yourself, fuck the haters. I think that's really important. You have to be yourself. If you want to do something authentic, do something real, do something important, you have to be honest about it. Be yourself. Don't lie, don't fake it. Just be yourself. Perseverance. It's not going to be easy. You have to know that this is not going to be, it's not going to be a short road. It's going to be tough. If you want to achieve something, if you want to be sponsored, if you want to be a world champion, if you want to start your own company, if you want to make your own radio control car, whatever you want to do, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take sacrifice. You have to be willing to do it. You have to persevere. Don't be a champion. Oh my God. This has been going on for too long. Don't be a fanboy. Be a champion. You have to have self-confidence. You have to see yourself at the same level or a higher level as other people. You can't be looking up to people like, oh, I wish I was like that. Oh, no, fuck that. You can be that person. And number 10, Keenan. What's number 10? I know what it is. Here's number 10. We'll end this show with this. Take advantage of opportunities. Do work. I'm going to add something. This is key. Nothing is free. Take advantage of opportunities, do work, nothing is free. Okay, Mike Hill, I hope you're still online. Let me tell you something about Keenan here. So Keenan, I met Keenan at some race in the Dominican Republic. He raced my car. I had this program over there where I had an extra car and someone could race it if they wanted to. Keenan applied and I actually remembered him from the starting grid days. Now, starting grid was S-Grid, was this discussion forum online. And I just knew his name, never met the, well, actually I had met the guy. Keenan said I met him back in 2000 something at Silver State. I'm like, fuck, I don't remember. Apparently I met him. I didn't know the guy. I felt like we never met before. And he raced my car at that race. Well, after that, turns out he was living in the Dominican Republic, unemployed at the moment, making money off some property he owned, and his dream was to be in the RC industry. And I said, you know what, if you want to do it, then I could hire you. I was like, cool, that's really good. Awesome, what can we do? Well, there's one catch, I said. I can hire you, but I can't actually pay you. So if you want, you can work for me, but I can't pay you. The thing is, if you want to get paid, you have to earn your salary. And by earning your salary, I mean you have to increase our sales significantly enough that from that increase in sales, we can take the profit and pay your salary. That's what you need to do. So most people will be like, oh, you're not going to pay me? Well, they're not going to do anything. Well, Keenan, he's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So he just created sales out of nothing. Bolivia, Chile, Peru, Argentina, Colombia, most of the East Coast in America. Boom, we had sales. So one of his dreams was, I really want to travel and race RC. What did we do? We traveled all around South America. So I said, okay, well, we've had some good sales now. We sell in all these countries. Why don't you organize a trip and we'll go? Oh my God. So we went to Bolivia, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Colombia. We went to all those countries and Myrtle Beach. So he got to do what he always wanted to do, travel and race RC. Unfortunately for him, he had to do it with me because I went with him. But still, you see my point. So I gave him an opportunity. I didn't give it free. I didn't say, okay, here, have some money and do something. No, I said, I can't pay you. Do something and then you get money. And he fucking did. And you know what's happening next? Now we have good sales in America, mainly on the East Coast. So, I'm flying him out to DNC. We're gonna do the Nitro Challenge. After DNC, he's taking the JQ racing van and he's completing another fucking dream he had. He always wanted to drive across the United States of America. Well, now he can do that. I say, take the fucking race van and drive it from California to Florida. Why? Because then he can go back for the PMB, which is in April, I think, in Tennessee. Then he can go back to the Nationals in Florida, and he'll have the van there. We'll have a JQ Racing presence. We'll have the tents. We'll have our team manager Keenan there, our sales guy. He'll be there. I won't be there. He'll be there. And he did this. He did this. I didn't do this. I provided an opportunity. I said, look, Keenan, if you want to do this, then make us some money. Create some sales. He took this opportunity. He worked hard. He's working hard every day on his phone. His phone was this shitty phone I hated on our travels. So I got him a new one. Here's your bonus, Keenan. Get a fucking iPhone. What are you doing with this bullshit phone? Okay? So now he has a good phone. And he's working every day. He doesn't have a fingerprint on his thumb anymore. Actually, I'm doing it wrong. His left arm is paralyzed. He can't use his left arm. He can't do that. So you know when we travel, I have to cut his fucking steak. We go to a restaurant, I have to cut his steak like he's a baby. Like, here you go, Keenan. I'm going to cut your steak. So on the right hand, he doesn't have a fingerprint because he's fucking texting all the time. Because he works hard. Because he took advantage of the opportunity he had. So yes, I do pay him. I do pay him. He has achieved 2 of his goals and dreams. And now, starting this year, I pay him every month. I said, I can't pay you. But if you achieve this, if you do this, then 2018, I'll pay you a base salary. And that's the story of Keenan. So, you want to get sponsored. You have to show that you're worth it. So take advantage of opportunities. Do work. Nothing is free. You understand? Lefty, we call him. So Keenan is known as Lefty. He can't use his left arm, right? So everyone call him Lefty now, from now on. Lefty. That's his name. Okay, I feel like we're done here. It didn't really go as well as I wanted. I wasn't really feeling it. Like, I had all these thoughts and ideas in my mind. Like, I knew what I wanted to do, but I just never, for the longest time, I just never felt like doing it. And today I was like, it's never gonna happen if I don't do it now. So I hope there's some information in there that you enjoyed, that you feel was helpful. And how's the build going? Well, I was building this car for the Guardian I had this issue with the hex, and then I just gave up and just did the Facebook Live instead. But when we're done here, I'm gonna finish this thing, and that's that. Lefty McNosteak. Lorenzo, motivation. Lorenzo, all the motivation you needed was that nitro buggy. I feel like getting Lorenzo in nitro changed his life. He's all about nitro now. This guy, I met Lorenzo at Full Brawl, and he was only racing e-buggy. And I was like, oh my god, this guy. He came all this way and he's only racing e-buggy. So they had a raffle there. So in the raffle, I won some fuel. Can you believe it? I won some fuel. So then I presented Lorenzo with a present, which was fuel. And I said, here you go. Here's your first fuel for your new nitro buggy. And what happened? He got a fucking Spec Q pre-built JQ Racing buggy, and he already had fuel. And now he raced nitro, and he was like, oh my god, nitro is so much fun. And I said, yeah, exactly. So I basically changed, I not only changed Keelan's life, I changed Lorenzo's life too, for the better. Have Keenan stop at one of the Northwest Championship. Oh, it moved up. Championship tour rounds in Washington State. Well, he's got, I'm not the best at geography, but he's going east. I'm pretty sure Washington is north. No? I think so. So, it's not on the way. Fact, see, Lorenzo agrees. Oh, you're going after DNC, you mean? Keenan is going to Washington. Okay, so anyway, I feel like that's all we have time for now. I'm done. I'm over this shit. Washington State. Yes, Washington State. Okay, so I got some emails. I need to deal with some emails. We've got some tracking numbers. We've got some fires to put out. We've got Chinese New Year messing everything up. Oh my god. It's already 11 o'clock. I need to get going. Okay? Yes, we're going to head to Santa Barbara. We have people arriving pretty much every day next week. It's a bit of a mess, but Santa Barbara, Friday and Saturday. That's what it's looking like. So Santa Barbara, Friday, Saturday, and see you there if you go. Anything else to add? Anything else? E-Truggy. Oh my god. With E-Truggy, Keenan, love to hang out with you when you come to Washington. Keenan has fans. Fanboys. Thank you to all the guys that support JQ Racing. We will be there Tuesday, DNC. See you at DNC. DNC, we're going to have 23 drivers, I think. That's crazy. Team Compton in the house. Tyrone. Team Compton. Oh. So, I'm going to end this Facebook Live now, and I'm going to have another one, I believe, on Monday night, and we're going to talk about DNC setup. I'm basically going to go through my car, the setup that I'm going to start with for DNC. Did you talk about how to water a track? Yeah, Don V, we had this discussion at a Thunder Rally race when we were watching the crew out there, and yeah, I didn't talk about it here, but we probably should have a whole Facebook Live dedicated to how to water a track. But anyway, so Monday I'm gonna have a Facebook Live about DNC setup. So I'll explain the setup decisions I have made for my car going to the race, and then also the changes that I can potentially see myself making and why I would make those changes. So that's a pretty general one. I think it would help everyone going to DNC, but I'll make it so it's mainly for people running JQ. So I'll tell you exactly what springs to run, exactly what pistons I'll use, exactly what oils to use. So it will be specific to the JQ cars, but it's gonna work for everyone. So Monday night, I think. When are you gonna produce a truggy? Well, I said that I was going to try and hire one of the top guys for next year. So if 2019 we manage to hire one of the elite American drivers, if 2019 is a good year where we have an elite driver, he's doing well at the races, we have good sales, then it would, if truggy still exists, which I hope it doesn't, but if it does, then I think we're gonna have to make a truggy. I know that's bad news for some of you, but I think we're gonna have to do it. So yeah, so the soonest, the earliest you could see a truggy is like 2020, 2021, but I really hope it doesn't happen. Okay. Okay, Will Smith is leaving. So I think I need to leave too. I saw e-truggy, so I'm just gonna leave. I don't even need you to post anything. I hope there was something sensible in this Facebook Live. If not, then maybe in a year or two we can do it again, and I can rehearse and I can be good and I can really do it well. But anyway, here's looking forward to 2019 and JQ Racing's first elite level driver. It's thanks to all of you guys who support us every day. We've sold so many cars right now that we will be able to hire a top guy next year. So just keep it going. I hope we keep growing, not just in America, but Europe and Asia too. And yeah, thank you. Over and out.